Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and sorry I haven't been recording the past few days. I've been like really tired and haven't really found holy shit. Oh, that hurt. Damn you, chair, it just fucking stumped my toe. Ow. But yeah, I basically just haven't been able to found time to record, so that's basically why I haven't been recording. If I could have found time, I would have, but I didn't. So can't. So yeah, but with that out of the way, this is a new what if that I've been thinking of doing since like a while now. Like a while, but I really didn't have a good story for it. Because we really don't know much about this character. Because the creator of this dude, of the series that this dude's in, doesn't know how to make someone's backstory clear. Scott Coffin. But yeah, this is what if Deku was Micheal Afton. And for this backstory, I'm taking bits and pieces from different iterations of different things that I've found over my time of, FNAF researching on YouTube. So without further ado, let's jump in to the story. When Deku's born, this is like... Yeah, when Dick is born, he's like... Let's say Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, like the company exists in this universe, because I'm gonna need that for story purposes later on, of course. But yeah. I don't know what that is, but I don't care. If it doesn't mess with me, I won't mess with it. But when Deku's born, he has a older brother named Terrence. And Terrence, well, was a good brother. Like, they were both there for each other. Their father was a nice man, kind man, but was caught up in work. So like, he was caught up in work, building animatronics, running an organization with his best friend, Henry. And their mother, on the other hand, their mother was sweet, nice, but she turned twisted. I thought I needed to sneeze. Dang it. Ugh. Their mother was nice, but wasn't the best mom in the world. She took a turn for the worst when Michael was born. Always getting drunk and passing out on the couch. Always arguing with their father. And their father's name is William, of course. And when William would be off to work, their mother would abuse them, beat them, beat, like starve even sometimes. It got so bad to where Terrence had a he had a Foxy mask. Because, Foxy was his favorite animatronic out of the four that his dad's company had out of the four mascots. He had a Foxy mask because his dad brought it home for him one day after work. Because not only their father was not only one of the founding owners of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, Fazbear Entertainment, but he was also a night guard. So he'd come home late. When he didn't work night shift, he would still come home late, tired, usually go straight to sleep. But one day, and Terrence broke. He couldn't take it anymore. So Deku walks into their room, because they share the room, of course. And he walks in and he sees Terrence with cut up wrists, and him hanging. And Deku's like 5'6" at the time, so he just falls to his knees crying. And then his father, William, walks into the room to see what made Deku cry, and he sees Terrence as well, and he falls to his knees crying as well. But let's see, what did I say? Deku was like 6 at the time of this incident. Let's just say 2 years later, Deku is now 8. Their mother has two other kids, 2 twins. This is the part that gets a little iffy with these words. But yeah. Yeah, they had twins. So Deku had a little sister and brother. And yeah, they were he was nice off at first, but then he met 3 individuals. One girl and 2 dudes. Each of them had another Freddy Fazbear mask. So Michael had Terrence's Foxy mask. Not Michael, Deku. If I accidentally say Michael referring to something, I mean Deku. If I accidentally say Michael, I mean Deku. I just want to point that out, so if I do slip up. But Deku has Terrence's Foxy mask, and the other 3 has Foxy, Bonnie, and Chica. And when they're going to school, like, his little siblings are growing up. He's like 10 at the time. He's and he's kind of like to stay friends with his little group. He has to be forced to bully his little brother, which he honestly didn't want to do, but he was forced to either be alone and not have any friends or bully his little brother, because he was kind of forced into it. So then he started to bully his little brother against his own will. One afternoon, it was his brother's birthday, and they went down to old Freddy Fazbear's Freddy Fazbear's, yeah. And they had 2 animatronics on stage. They had a golden bear with a purple bow tie and a top hat, and the other one was a golden bunny with a guitar in his hand and a green bow tie. Because they kind of had, like, this was, like, one of the older locations. Like, these were, like, one of the first ones they opened up. So they still got, like, the golden bear and the golden rabbit. Which I'm just going to call them out what they are. And they have Fredbear and Spring Bonnie. Because this is, like, one of their first locations before they got the year before. And one day, like, the day before the party, Jesus, I keep saying Michael. Deku is pressured, forced, like, not by his own will. Ugh, what's with me tonight? Because it's 4 o'clock. I think it's like 4 o'clock in the morning, 4:30 something, but back to the story at hand. He's pressured into do this prank, and one of his friends said, the one with the Freddy mask said, no one would get hurt, it would just be all for fun, like nothing would go wrong. And his his little brother used to be like all about the animatronics. Like he'd be great. He'd be happy. He'd be all fun around him. But recently he'd grown scared and cry. So the boys picked him up and carried him over to the bear, to the golden bear, and shoved his head into the jaws of it, and the tears running down the boy's face reached the spring locks in the bear's jaw, making the spring locks go off and crushing his skull, biting like about the frontal lobe of his head off, and Deku falls to his knees, crying, like crying, sad, like he just lost like the only thing he cared about left in life, which he probably almost did. But yeah, this is gonna be a long backstory before we get to the actual story itself, because I have so many details I want to do. And then everyone like runs, screams, like their father, and his father runs up to see. Sorry about that. You saw nothing. To see Deku holding his little brother, and his little brother being covered in blood with a chunk taken out of his head. He's sent to his little brother sent to the hospital. He couldn't be saved. He flatlined and died. And their mother still did abuse Deku, but Deku made sure that he would be out of sight of his siblings to make sure they would not see this. But after his little brother died, they blamed him. They blamed him for killing his little brother, because they didn't know that he was pressured into it. So he started getting shamed by his little sister, beat recessively by his mother. His father was alone, sitting in his workshop where he used to work on the animatronics, sulking. Over their loss. Then one day their father takes Deku and the little sister. Let's just call her Elizabeth. To Circus Baby's Pizza World, their new attraction, something other than it's a branch off of Freddy's Fazbear's, and William, their father, had to go do some paperwork, and he told Deku to watch Elizabeth. And he's sort of like the prize corner, which is like right across from the animatronic. So and Elizabeth's like near the animatronic. So he's going around. He can see her. He's watching her, and he gets her a plushie of her favorite animatronic, a Circus Baby plushie, because he really does want her to forgive him and actually start talking to him again. But a man walks up behind, just a random guy, and asks him where the bathroom is, and Michael shows him to where the bathroom is, and then he is raped. It's very sad, but yes. But he came rushing out, and tears running down his eyes, to see Elizabeth getting scooped up, grabbed by a metal claw that came out of the Circus Baby animatronic and pulled her in, crushing her. And he fell to his knees, trying to claw. He lunged forward to grab Elizabeth before she entered Circus Baby, but he was too late. He was clawing at the thing's stomach, trying to open it, trying to get her out, but he couldn't. It was too late. Man, this is sad. But this is where I'm gonna leave this part off, guys. I'm cut off by time, and yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next part. Peace.